Hey, Jack Squad. What's going on with you? I just got finished gobbling something down real quick. Just put something on my lips so it wouldn't look funny. Just a second ago. Okay. Hey. Come on up in through here, y'all. Come on through here, y'all. Wait a minute, what? Hey, Neek, what's going on? Wait, I got through off of what I was doing. Okay. Oh, I did it already. Okay. Oh, that's what I was doing. What's up, Neek? I just seen a man in a wheelchair talking about he can do something to your sex life. Like, what can you do, sir? Anyway, that threw me off. Anyway, I just got finished gobbling. I had to come in and cook real quick and eat real quick. Hey, Keisha. What's going on, Keish? Do y'all know, in case y'all didn't know, I nickname people, right? I nickname all my grandkids, my sons, my daughter. And I just realized I did that. I do that a couple years ago. I nickname people. Anyway. Okay, there no remnants of the food. Y'all, I hadn't had to switch my thing up. I was going to talk about reality or something. We're going to get to that later on in the week, probably Wednesday, my reality shows. Today, we got to talk about Lamar and Diddy. Now, hey, Lisa Marie, is that Lisa Marie? Put my glasses on so I can see everybody up through here. Oh, I don't like these ones. Don't like them. Them the ones nobody sees. Lisa Marie, BRT. Let me tell you something. Oh, I got my phone right here. I can see. But I'm trying to work my vision better. Let me tell y'all something. Thanks. First of all, how everybody doing? I'm so excited about this conversation. How everybody doing? Hope y'all doing good. Keish, you got to get your Make It Happen t-shirt. But anyway, everybody in the Jack Squad got to Make It Happen for Yourself t-shirt. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. That just came in my head, right? Listen, y'all, I had a whole nother agenda. We ain't going to talk about that till Wednesday because tomorrow is Political Tuesday. Today, we talking about these old monstrous ass Negroes. That's what we talking about today, right? See, buddy, let me tell y'all something. First of all, I don't know which way I want to go first. I think I'm going to go with Diddy first. So, because it's really fresh on my mind, then I got to give props to my ear to the streets reporter. But I watched that video from 4 years ago. Y'all told me to watch the girl Gina that used to go with Diddy. Now, I didn't know he went with Diddy, but come to find out he had been hiding, and nobody didn't really know except the people in his inner circle. Now, I watched all three. Every time I got a break, I watched it. All three sessions or whatever of this interview, right? First of all, the girl is a pretty girl. When she got with Diddy, she was 22. He was about 44, right? 54 now, 53 or something, right? They have been broke up 5 years. Now, we ain't never seen it. Did y'all see it? We ain't never seen it. You saw Kim, you saw Cassie. And he was going with both of them, right? Now, and he told her he was a rock star and he could do that. Anyway, Diddy is narcissist. He is narcissist personified. Now, after I listened to this girl, Gina, y'all go listen to it. It's 4 years, or just put TASHA K and Gina, come right up. It's 3 parts. After I listened to her, I could only imagine what he did to Cassie, right? That's why she got 30 gazillion, whatever she got, right? I need this girl to sue as well. Now, listening to her, she's broken. She is broken. And they have been broke up now, maybe 4 years. I think they broke up in 2020. Oh, Lord, what happened to my thing? Oh, what happened to my Wi-Fi? happened to my Wi-Fi? Shit just stopped working. Ain't this a bitch? What the fuck? I don't know what happened, y'all. I don't know what happened. Queen, hey, I don't know what happened, y'all. Come on back in here, y'all. I don't know what happened. Let me see if I can get back on my thing. That was weird. My computer just would not work. I had to turn it off and turn it back on. That was weird. Is y'all in there? Hey, y'all. Okay, y'all here. Okay. Neat. Okay, y'all see me. Okay. The devil is always that. It just froze. I'm thinking, I know my computer ain't broke. It wouldn't, my cursor wouldn't work. My touch screen wouldn't work. I had to turn it off. Let me see if I can get back to it. Child. Now I can't see it on my phone. That was weird. Like, go ahead on now. I'm getting ready to talk about Diddy. Diddy, y'all people stop. There it go again. Why is it doing that? Is it the Wi-Fi? What is going on? I don't know what is going on. Okay. All right. Some of y'all came back. I don't know what that was, y'all. I'm going to talk about some Diddy now. I'm getting ready to talk about some Diddy. I'm getting ready to talk about some Diddy and some more folks. He is, ain't he? That's the Diddy people. Them the Diddy people. I'm talking about it just froze. And my phone ain't came back right from that. Let me see if I give it a minute. Child, it just froze. And wouldn't, and I had to turn it off. Luckily, you could, get back to where you was on your computer. Child. Now, I'm going to talk about, it keep freezing. I'm going to talk about me some Diddy now. I'm going to talk about some Diddy now. We got to talk about Diddy because today, that girl I listened to, Gina, and she's going to explain why she went back. Somebody in the comments said she went back even after this and that. Yeah. Let me tell you something. The girl is broken. The girl is broken. Now, computer doing all kind of funny stuff. The girl is broken. She's broken, right? And like I said, she was 22. That is a tender, naive ass age. And he was 40-something. Now, when you listen to her, I don't know if she's a little slow. She's a pretty girl, naturally beautiful. I don't know if she's slow or just a damage. He done broke her. He done broke her. He done broke her. This was 4 years. This interview was 4 years ago. So at this point, she was broken. And at first I couldn't really listen to her because it's like she couldn't get her words out. I don't know if that was her nerves, and Tasha was like, just take a drink of water. I was proud of Tasha, right? Because she would have got on my nerves if I'd been interviewing her. But Tasha was like, take a water just to get a breathe. Somebody get some tissues, And she had been with him 5 years, but she was sort of a secret because Cassie was the one he liked the most, right? I was heartbroken when I saw that interview. Diddy, damn it. They better now, from my ear to the streets reporter T, they are thinking of, I just got this hot off the press. Let me see where my phone at. They are thinking of, on Sherelle's World. Sherelle's World, pretty legit, right? The police are thinking of reopening the Kim Porter case. If they don't open it, they better, because the whole while I'm watching her, it sort of triggered me. Just a little bit. I got abused when I was young, but not like to that extreme. There wasn't nobody kicking me in my head. We used to fight and stuff, right? But I remember my cousin told me, if a man beats you, he will unalive you. If he beats you, he will unalive you. Because my ex used to talk all kind of crazy, weird stuff to me, and I had told my cousin, and she said, if a man will hit you, he can unalive you. And that made me think, but I just didn't know how to get rid of him. Not really. I figured it out, but I didn't know at first because I was young, right? Your wife had been sketchy too. She was scared. And it was so, and I was thinking, is she slow? Is she broken? Is it a little bit of both? It was like she couldn't get her words out. I wanted to give her a hug. I felt so sorry for her, right? Now, at 22, and then she said she just got tired of it. After 5 years, she just got tired of it. Listen here. The second part she told when he stomped the baby out of her. Right then at the second part, I said, Diddy, this is what I said to myself. I said, Diddy possibly, maybe, allegedly, suspectedly unalive Kim. I would not put it past. Anytime he kicks everybody. You kicking women? If you kicking women, one kick can unalive you. Damage your nerves, all kind of stuff, right? And the third part, I was just like, this poor girl. And she said, because I loved him. What? And as she was talking, she said he would pull her closer and then push her away. If that ain't some narcissistic shit, they want you, but they don't. Right? Oh, I felt so sorry for her. I felt so sorry for her watching this interview. This is a beautiful girl. Now, she was down there in the spot. Now, see, she was from Nebraska. I don't know where at Nebraska, but she was too green to be fooling around with Diddy, right? She was too green to be fooling around with some Diddy, right? And the fact that when she met him, The second time, the first time she said he didn't remember. When she got to his house the second time, they went to his house at 9 in the morning. Now, why would you go to Diddy's house at 9 in the morning? Because guys took her there. It was her and her friend, 2 green girls, probably was cute. And these guys took them over to Diddy's house. Now, they was artists or something, so they was discussing business, she said, right? And he eventually asked for her number. Now, she came with a dude, told him she had a dude. No, the first time she saw him, she told him, well, I'm here with somebody. I'm telling you, as I was watching her, I said, we better open all the cases. Anything got to do with Diddy, open them all up. Just pop all the tops. Just pop all the tops. Because he is truly, truly a narcissistic sociopath. And I know that's a double quandra or whatever you say that. But that's how I feel. That's how I feel. He is a sociopath that just happens to be a narcissist. That interview was so hard to watch. It was gut-wrenching. It was gut-wrenching. I had never heard of her before. Never heard of her before. But they need to open the Kim Porter case. They need to open the Kim Porter case, right? That's what they need to do. They need to open the where I was looking at. They need to open the Kim Porter case. That's what they need to do. Okay, it's back. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. What? He was nicknamed Puffy because he used to huff and puff when he was mad when he was young. So he's always had a temper problem. His mama let go unchecked. Because, he disrespects his mama. Anybody disrespect their mama, any man, do y'all know this rule? It's a rule. It's a law. Any man that disrespects his mama gonna do you. He don't care nothing about a woman. Did y'all know that? Rocky's mistress. I thought she had already interviewed her. Rocky from Escapes, TASHA Scott's husband. I thought she had. Didn't we see an interview with her before? Well, watching this interview with this girl, I felt so bad for her. Now that puts another perspective on it. So Puffy always had a attitude problem. His mother did not check that. He needed medicine. Kim was Albie Shores, and they all worked at the same label, so he doesn't care. Right. I know that. So he's one of them people I told you, he wants everything everybody else got. I know my daughter's father like that. He want what you have. There's plenty more over there, but I want what you have. There are people like that. They want what you have. He's a cross-cutter. He for sure a cross-cutter, backstabber, unaliver. How we know that he ain't? That's so troubling to me, y'all. And he went along all this time. And the girl said after he would do whatever he was doing and abusing her and talking crazy to her, he always talked crazy, she said. Then when they got, as soon as, let's say somebody came around, he'd act just like nothing happened, start dancing and singing and carrying on. Child, how do you love that? As unbelievable how he was seen smoking a blunt and Diddy bopping in it. Somebody said he was dancing. Somebody said that, but I didn't believe him. I thought they was just joking. I seen that online somewhere. Oh, they interviewed her again. Okay, what more did she have to say? What more did she have? Thank you for sending that to me, Lisa Marie. Listen, I'm so glad y'all got y'all eyes and ears to the streets, because I be at work, right? Listen, if it hadn't been for T, I would not have this information. T, it was my ear to the streets reporter. And Lisa Marie is always my ear to the streets reporter. Like, I wouldn't know a lot of this stuff till a couple of days later because I'm working, right? This is why I want to do this full time. Like, I really enjoy this, y'all. I really, really do. I really, really do. I just can't afford to do it, but right now like that. But yeah, now the apology. Listen, I got to talk about this girl some more. Then, she said that Cassie, I know y'all seen it, but I just got to talk about it because it was unbelievable. She said that Cassie, she had no hard feelings toward Cassie. Cassie didn't have no hard feelings towards her. And she said Cassie texted her one time in the middle of the night and told her, leave them alone. See, both of these girls, I'm going to say, were young and timid. They were not aggressive women. This is how he got. Diddy couldn't handle no aggressive woman. Men like this don't like aggressive. They don't pick aggressive women. They don't pick aggressive women, right? And she probably didn't have no brothers and uncles and stuff, right? Because men like that, and see, they're little women. So what thrill you get out of kicking and beating? And she said the first time it happened, he made her nose bleed. Listen. Now she did. And yeah, you was all up in the YouTube streets. You was all up in the YouTube streets. You was all, listen, y'all, I went to the bathroom, right? And then I noticed, I look at my phone and see who didn't call me, who didn't text me, or whatever. And Tia texted me a whole bunch. I almost stayed in there, right? I almost stayed in there because the tea was hot, according to about Lamar. We're going to get to that in a minute. I just wanted to say that this girl and Diddy, I believe anything anybody ever say about Diddy. Now, for these, I didn't know nothing about this girl. For these people like Slim Thug and Stevie J talking about she lying and all this stuff, y'all knew about Gina. Y'all knew about Kim. Y'all know about Misa. This man is a monster. And he deserves everything he get. And T say that the people say they want their key back. New York City said they want their key back. You don't deserve no key to the city. Now, where the key to the city at, y'all? Y'all think he still got? Where is that? Give us our key back, shit. You don't need no key to no city. Matter of fact, get out of here. Listen, at first I was thinking, well, ain't nothing gonna happen to Diddy. It's too much. I want this girl, Gina. Her name Virginia, but she went with Gina. I want Gina to sue Diddy. You told your story way before Cassie did. Is it too late? No, it ain't too late. When you stomped the baby up out of her, you made her miscarry. You the evilest thing. And she said one time she went and got an abortion. And he went on to a concert. He went on and had him some fun. See, and she said he was always trying to make her feel less than herself. Now, you look in the mirror, you can look at this girl. She's a beautiful girl naturally. It don't even look like she had no makeup or nothing. Nothing on her face. Naturally beautiful girl, right? And you want to make her feel bad about herself. You want to, and that's what narcissists do. They want to lower your self-esteem. They want to lower you. Now, somebody like Diddy with all the money, maybe he didn't have he had a lot of money back then, 4 years ago. All the money he had, all the great accolades he had, and you still was insecure. You still was insecure. Why you want to lower her self-esteem? Because he's a narcissist. Yeah, he is the devil. He is the devil. He is. He is the devil in this case. He is. I'm telling you, I was horrified. Because I like I said, I was a Diddy fan. You couldn't tell me shit about no Diddy. Not dancing Diddy. Not sample Diddy. Not bad boy Diddy. No. All his artists that I liked all his artists. Loon, G-Dep, Black Rob, Craig Mack, anybody else he had over there. Hey, Lois. That's what I saw in the comments, Lois. It says, Wendy Williams told us about him years ago, and he got her kicked out of... How did he get her kicked out of NYC? And what did she say? Because I saw that either in my comments or another content creator's comments that Wendy Williams said this years ago. And we know that Wendy know. So, y'all, she did. She don't have much personality. Was that it? She didn't have a personality? He didn't allow it to grow. He whooped on her for 5 years and she was 22. Yeah, see, it makes me question everything. Watching her, so we don't know exactly what happened to Cassie because I guess it's in sealed documents or something. But this girl told it. And she was nervous and crying. And she said, well, you've been away from him for a while. And she was like, she's seen him in April or something like that. The haunting is still on her. And this is what men need to understand. If there's any men or any naysayers listening, when you are abused, it's something mental that you go through, and it's just not easy to talk. Because she said TASHA K is the first person she talked to. And I think TASHA, when I was listening to it, TASHA said told her to get some therapy or so, or they should get therapy or something like that. I don't know, because I was at work sneaking my dirty money. Yeah, I like all the peoples. I like 112. What? Q? Q didn't have a wife. I wanted Q. Listen. I was floored. Because like I said, just one thing for somebody to say, oh, somebody did something to Cassie. He did it. Okay, we believe it. We see the video. We believe he'd been doing stuff. But to watch this girl speak, or could barely speak, Jesus Christ, Puffy, why would you want somebody like that? And then he was 40-something years old. She was 22. You just beat her. And she said one time, Meek Mill shook her hand. You know, you meet somebody. Hey, how you doing? Because my ex was like this. My daughter, my son, father. Shook her hand, and she shook his hand. And shit, 20 minutes later, they left, and he whooped her for that. That's when she said her nose. He bloodied her nose. You you can't talk to nobody. It's your dude. He said hi to me. Some of the girls like Diddy in the beginning, but he charmed their mind and pants off. And she actually said that she was not attracted to Diddy, but he pursued her. She wasn't attracted to him. And then another thing, he started taking care of her. She said she never lived with him, but he started taking care of her, and I guess she had a child or something. Oh, Wendy said this 20 years ago. Wendy knows she's right there in the thick of all of it. She was on the radio. She knew everybody, everything. She knew. Ooh, I got to find out what Wendy. I'm going to have to Google that, see if I can find what Wendy said about Diddy. See, now let me tell y'all something. And I thought about this at work. Y'all know Mary is my girl. But I'm going to need Mary to say something. All that silent shit, I'm going to need her and Lil' Kim to say something. And that could be why Mary's marriage didn't work. Karma from knowing that he whooping all these women and you turned a blind eye. Because she said when he did it, everybody would just walk away. She said one guy, the guy she said, I had never heard of his name, but I guess he was one of his artists. Everybody would go out the room. I'm going to need Lil' Kim to say something. Y'all are women. That's why Lil' Kim look like she looking. That's why Mary paying that man that she was married to. That's y'all karma for that. Now, and I like me some Mary. And I like Lil' Kim. Mary is one of my girls, but Young Miami told her, if I was to tell Diddy to tell you to drop to your knees, you would, because you're a munch. That tells me Young Miami. Well, and I saw in some other things that Young Miami and this girl, or Young Miami and somebody, used to have words. But I've seen that statement about use a munch in somebody else's comments or even in mine. He was pissed at Wendy for calling out his undercover behavior of sex. Wacko Jacko said that Diddy put boots on Mary also. Oh, he the one who dressed her with the boots? I'm gonna need Mary to say something. All there's no time for loyalty right now. He doesn't deserve loyalty. Am I wrong for saying that? He don't deserve loyalty. No, he don't deserve loyalty. I'm gonna need you to say something, Mary. We're gonna look at you funny anyway. I'm looking at you funny now. You are an icon. You was the queen of, what's she the queen of, y'all? Hip hop and R&B? Hip hop and R&B? What's she the queen of? Y'all just walk away when he get to acting crazy. I just walk away. So he would have temper tantrums. And I believe when he was making the band, he would have tantrums too, wouldn't he? And also somebody need to say something. Lori, remember his Lori? I want to say her name Gibson. His choreographer, Lori Gibson, and Tat, and 1 and 2. Her. I need y'all to say something. Y'all women. Y'all just what? Just go on out the room when he get to acting like that? That behavior went unchecked, starting with his mammy. That's why they called him Puffy, because he used to huff and puff. I never knew that shit. That's whack and corny right there. Spoiled ass sissy. Yeah, I listen, as I watched this girl, I was like, oh my motherfucking God. Like, really? It was Gina and Young Miami that used to get into it. How long he been with Young Miami? So he was with Young Miami and Cassie? Well, he told the girl shit, he could do what he wanted because he was a superstar or a rock star. And that's why I never would have thought. Because I looked at him as a cornball. I liked him, but he was a cornball, right? You're right, Nick. So I never would have thought that he was doing things to people. I knew that he probably tricked some folks about their contracts, but a lot of folks did that. You know what I'm saying? Trick folks, new folks out the contract and stuff like that. I never looked at him as threatening at all. Now we know that he's a narcissist, he's a sociopath, and he has anger issues. He's got a temper problem. He can't hold his temper. Cornball. I always thought he was a cornball too. Like, little dancing dude, little dancing Diddy, like, we ain't looking at him like he's an abuser. Wait, what? Hold it. Rewind. He stopped Mary. This is coming from Jag. Now, somebody interviewed Jaguar and somebody else. Who was the other person? They both got interviewed together yesterday or the day before. I want to say it was on Storm and Roll. I don't know what somebody's channel. Wait a minute. Hold up. Not Lorianne too. And Diddy, no. If I know you doing all that, I'm coming in there with my thing. I'm coming in there with my blicky. That's how we playing. What? But they said he hung somebody over the rail. It was mighty strange to last year when he got his Lifetime Achievement Award. He thanked Lorianne for saving him. Really? One of my coworkers knows. Stop the press. No Jaguar, right? She said while she is nuts, her news is normally on point. This same coworker got jumped at the tunnel for saying Puff was a queen. Really? T, your peoples know peoples. T, your people know people. They know Jag. They know it was somebody else they knew. Who was it? Who was the perfect? Somebody you said you knew and you knew it was the truth. Wait a minute. It was somebody we've been talking about. They say Drake is the same way with artists trying to... Really? Day and Night interviewed Jag. Real Street Stars interviewed Jag also. There's somebody interviewed her yesterday or the day before with another person. I know the other person's name, but I can't remember it. Essie Berry. That's right, Essie Berry. Remind me who Essie Berry is. I already know that name. Who is Essie Berry? On Storm Show. That's what I thought. He what? Who is Essie Berry? Because I know that name. What is she known for? Oh, wait. T, it was somebody you said who was we talking about last week, T? And you said somebody you know them and said it's the truth. Oh, about Papoose. You said somebody you know about this Papoose situation. Yeah. That's right, Papoose. Yeah. So your peoples know peoples. Your peoples know peoples. Who is Essie Berry? Because I've been hearing that name. I just can't recollect who she is. Wait a minute. She was jumped by two dudes. You think Jag gets regurgitated info? Right now, Jag is just going to keep this. What's going to be her thing the rest of her life. Talking about Jay-Z and Diddy and the parties and this and that. Who is who? Was she actually? Who is he bitch slapped Drake. But Drake's light skinned cornball too. I'm talking about somebody. Did he come at Cameron, Mace? Like he ain't come at nobody. She was full of ish until my coworker started talking. I believed a lot of the stuff she said. Some of it I think she elaborates on. Who is Essie Berry, y'all? Let me Google it. Y'all ain't telling me fast enough. Who is Essie Berry? Because I didn't know that name. Is she somebody's mistress? Because I remember, she's civil rights activist. What'd she do? Who she's activated? She talking about my main man, Steve. Mace. He whipped Mace. No, he ain't whipped no Mace. Oh, she's married to Rerun. Is that why his picture came up? When I Googled her, his picture came up. I always thought he was gay. He wasn't gay. Oh, okay. The things that my ears have heard are insane. That your ears are heard from, do tell now. You can't just give us a little bit of it. You got to tell us all. Jag last interview, she said the reason why she was not in the pictures at these places because she was doing her dirt too and was smart enough not to take pics. She said that she never said she didn't do wrong. Well, I believe her. Jag was getting high somewhere. That's why you didn't see her in the pictures. She was getting high. J. Cole's the only one to ever really step to Diddy. Now, whose car was it? Kendrick's? Whose car was that he allegedly blew up? Whose car was that? Was it Kendrick Lamar? Is it? Diddy, y'all been lying. Y'all out there in music world been allowing Diddy to clown like that. Y'all been allowing Diddy to clown y'all like that. Why? Because he had money. Was he giving y'all any of the money? So Essie Berry, they were interviewing Essie Berry because of what? Because Storm interviewed her because she got some stories to tell. Jay's voicing her thousands of personalities. Oh my God. Oh my God, y'all. Okay. All right. Okay. Do you have so much pride in the industry? Essie is always talking to Storm. Oh, she's always talking. Hey, India. She's always talking to Storm. Oh, okay. 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 Now, let me see. Now we're gonna talk about Diddy. I want Diddy to go to jail. Now, that's the bottom line. I want Diddy to be investigated for Kim Porter. I want him to go to jail for hitting on these women. But they say the statute of limitations is up. So what can you do? What can we do, y'all? I know Jag always talking to because Jag, because she's the enemy of TASHA K's now. Yeah. She's the enemy of TASHA K now. Now, I got one thing to say. Like, I ain't never heard of TASHA K until I got a YouTube channel. I ain't never heard of it, didn't know nothing about it. When I heard of it, it was the Cardi B stuff was going on. Like, I ain't never heard of it, right? But from what I've been told by my daughter said she watched it from the beginning when she was down in her basement or somewhere, right? Before she changed. I'm going to say this about TASHA K. TASHA K has elevated herself, right? I'm going to give her props on that. But then she do dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? I watched this other girl. The other girl I tell you I watched, Peach McIntyre. She's elevated herself and then she do dumb shit. I don't know what's the deal with that. Tiffany was with Jag. What? Did they go pick her up? What? Now, listen, my daughter used to live near where Jag lived in Dallas, right? Before she came to Atlanta. And she was like, Ma, you should interview him. If I see him, I don't want to talk to Jag, and Jag latch on to me, be talking all crazy to me. You don't want him in jail forever. What you mean? You didn't see the video? What you mean? You don't want him in jail? I want him in jail forever. Because he done did some stuff we don't know nothing about. And we ain't seen. And the fact that you keep kicking women, who's to say he didn't kick Kim and she got unalive and then he injected her with something? He's a billionaire. That one guy was his friend. The one that's not here anymore. The older black man. can't think I can never remember his name. So who's to say that that didn't happen? I believe everything. I believe. Yeah, Cassie is enough. This girl I watched is enough. I mean, the girl couldn't even get her words out. I was like, whoo, she traumatized. That's the word. She traumatized. You can't do Peach. Peach is a clown. Peach is a clown, but she's a genius at the social media. She gives them what they want. If this is what he did to her on camera, I could have not. That's what I'm saying. Imagine what was done behind closed doors to her and anyone else. Peach irk yourself. But let me tell you about Peach. So Peach was beefing. She got mad at these people out in some purse company I never heard of, right? And then she always wear their purses. And I forget what happened or something because I don't watch her a lot, but she comes down my timeline. She's very animated. She does this for clicks like this is her business. This is her job. That's what I gathered, right? And so she's been feuding and talking about the people for the last 3 weeks, and she threw all the purses away or whatever. Then they sent her some purses, and she said, I don't want these. I'm going to throw these in the garbage. Now, in my mind, I said, she ain't really throwing that shit in the garbage, but she going to make some money off of these skits that she about to do. So she went over to the garbage can at the apartment and look at these. Yeah, they're about to go right up in here. But the comments was saying, don't block your blessings, and I guess she thought about it, and now she's wearing them, right? I don't know if she's actually going to throw them away or not, but she's a genius at getting the likes, the clicks, and the views. If you want to be a clown, I can't be a clown. I could very easily be a clown and get a whole bunch too. I don't clowning in my DNA like that, right? But everybody's different. I applaud her on she out of shape, she big, she fat. She was, I thought, trying to lose weight with the Ozempic. She ain't taking that. She just out here twerking and her belly hanging out, and that's what she's doing. Clowning. Jag wouldn't do anything but overtalk you anyway. She wouldn't overtalk me because I'm an overtalker. That's why I would never talk with her, because I know that, and it wouldn't fare right with her, because I can overtalk. I overtalk every damn body. Y'all say Peach irk y'all so. She's just very interesting. It's very interesting to think that you would have 7 babies. That's her childhood sweetheart. So this is her dream, being with Wood. Her childhood sweetheart, I guess, right? He got kids before her or something. I don't know how it go, but they've been going together a long time. She comes from, and see what y'all got to understand is she comes from a very toxic environment, right? So a lot of the morals and values we have, she ain't got. She don't think like that. She know right from wrong, but she don't think like that. A whole basket of not rotten peaches. She's always all over the place. She draws a genre of people that will destroy her life, acting the way she acts. And that they had called the people on her. But why is it now being said Christian has something to do with the video coming out? Huh? Claims that he's snitching to save himself. Ooh. Child, what? What? On his daddy? Now, is Christian, is Kim Christian mama? I mean, wait, yeah. Is Kim Christian mama? They sent her those purses in a big red bag, purses not wrapped in plastic. I kind of think they do because of the type of the company they was. I ain't never heard of them. They might be a high-end company. She shop at where she shop? Lady City Trend, Hey Denise. She make folk angry by calling CPS SSI office. Oh, she called it CPS on other people? See, you can't play that game. And he has a 4-year-old. Kiki's tea. That the bag wasn't real. Well, I know she's a master at getting the clicks, likes, and views, right? But you have to be a clown, and hats off to her for being a clown, right? That's why it take me so long. Now let me tell y'all something. Y'all know I'm almost at the 10,000. Hold on, let me check it out. I just knew I was gonna have 10,000 by this morning, right? I'm 8 away from 10,000. So we celebrate tomorrow. But you see hey Kay, I know she got that girl, that black eye still there. That girl popped her. Like, she popped you, sis. For real. Like, she must have had a direct shot, right? Like, whoo, she got them hands. Like, you went in there and talking crazy to the girl at her establishment, right? And the girl did what she's supposed to do. Now, I think Peach was talking about like she won. Now, girlfriend whooped you. Girlfriend whooped you because you got the black eye. Whoever got the black eye lost, as far as I'm concerned. Any blood draw, black eye, you lost, right? Because she had to hit you mighty hard. You had got on her nerves. She hit you mighty hard, and the eye still black. That was 2 weeks ago. Wasn't that 2 weeks ago? Kimmy is Christian mom. Okay, so Christian, let me tell you now, if that's true, Christian has sat out and thought. And Kim's sister may have talked to him. Kim got a sister, right? She want the case reopened. He getting to think that this man unalived my mama. Because I wondered who leaked it. I thought the feds just did it just because they don't like him, and it's just what they're doing. Oh, so you think Christian did it? They turning on him? Well, my girl on the street say the sister has custody. Or not, is it custody? Wait a minute, hold on. Kim is the girl's primary caregiver. Kim's sister is the girl's primary caregiver. Hey, Mark C. Thank you, Mark. Oh, the YouTube people, yeah. But I think that's wrong because to me, it looks like she take care of kids. They got food, her mom and dad in the house. Yeah, she gambled, but I think she takes care of her kids. She's just a clown. She's a clown. Then she went and had a fight at the salon with her hairstyle. She got a black eye. She went and pressed. Oh, she pressed. How you gonna press charges if you went in there and asked for that? You knocked on that woman's door, went in her house, her salon, and got what you was looking for. Sometimes you get what you're looking for. You was talking all crazy to her, and didn't the lady tell her to leave? Because I saw the video, I just can't remember. Didn't the lady tell her to leave? She asked you nicely, please go, ma'am. Didn't she? Or cut it out or sit down or something. You ain't do that. So when you at somebody else's house, you get whatever. You deserve whatever you get. Because you at their house. You brought it to her. She gave you what you wanted. That's the law of the land. Yeah. We got to talk about what his name? What his boy name? Lamar. We ain't no more Bishop. Lamar Whitehead. Now Lamar. Now all this information is from Pam the Esquire via my girl with her ears to the street. She said she told y'all she was in the YouTube streets today, and she brought it. She brought it to me. So this is courtesy of my girl with her ear to the YouTube streets via Pam Esquire. Okay. Everybody got their props. Now, his sentencing, Lamar's sentencing. So he went today. See, he in there because he wouldn't shut the fuck up. That's why he in there. He in there because he wouldn't shut the fuck up. So it was a protective order over the documents that he was flashing in the video. Now, let me tell y'all something. The feds is being petty. That's because he was being petty. Because you couldn't see them documents. I didn't watch the whole thing. Maybe he put them up to the screen. I don't know. Did he? For flashing the video, the documents, right? So that's what got him. There was a protection order against the documents. Did not know that. All right. And nobody came to court. Not even his mammy, evidently. Nobody came to court. And you know why his family didn't come? Because he did them wrong when the grandmama died recently. He wanted to do the eulogy, and then they didn't want to pay. So another cousin paid, and he did things his way. You got to pay for that. That has me mad. All that skimming and scamming and scheming he did, that's for the people to figure out. What he did to his family, you got to pay for that. And what he did to that old lady with her retirement money, $90,000, got to pay for that. Right? Now, he go to court, and they clacked him up. And normally the feds do ankle you and wrist you. And you got to shuffle your ass on where you're going, right? It's a shuffle. When your ankles is shackled together, it's a shuffle, right? I wish I had saw that because I think he might have been in shock. But because yesterday was Sunday, right? I saw him. I didn't watch it all because I can't, because I can't watch him. I can watch Peach better than I can watch him. Probably because he's faking with the preacher. He would say, "Watch this. Hold on. Watch this." Had his preacher rag and all that. I'm thinking this nigga better be prepared. And I looked in his office or wherever he at. Everything was still on the wall. I said, "Now, ain't he about to go to jail? You supposed to have that in the box. You supposed to have some boxes with some names on them, right?" Everything was in place, like everything was okay. I remember I took a mental note of that. Like everything is in place in this office. The chairs, the pictures on the wall, the plaques, the robe. Oh, you ain't going nowhere, huh? Okay. The Fed said, watch this. They said, watch this, right? Now, they are going to, hold on, let me get back. They are going to, now, Pam Esquire, according to my girl in the streets, said he was mean mugging her. He was mean mugging her, right? But she ain't the only one talked about you, sir. We all talked about you. Wait a minute. Was something I want to tell y'all. His house goes up for auction May 31st. They ain't wasting no time. This is May now, right? May 31st, 10 days from now, 11 days from now, house go up for auction. It's over. It's over. It's over. So he was remanded because of a crime of violence under Section 3143 due to him running his mouth about Brandon Belmonte being an informant. That's the guy he got in trouble with the fake luxury car business. So he had no business waving the documents around. And that was considered extortion and a crime of violence, right? Now, I know Tiffany Henyard better get extortion too, right? She better get extortion. But it's over for him. They're going to sentence him in July, June. Or they pushed it up to June. I think it was in July. See, he could have stayed out another 90 days. Because like I told y'all, they give you time to get your affairs in order. And he probably thought he had time. Since when he went last week, they said, okay, we come back on the 20th. He should have knew then. They were playing with him. He didn't know. They was playing with him. Right? Wait a minute. That was something I wanted to tell y'all. Anyway, he got in trouble for running off at the mouth. You're going to make a whole YouTube channel and make a whole video talking about, what was it called? Might as well have been called Fuck the Feds. That's what might as well have been called that. He doesn't like her because she knows how to read court documents. She was dispelling his lies. Yeah, they did. Lamar should have known. He'd have been in the penitentiary before. He know how the feds work. June 17th, that's when he go. Flopping them guns, them big ass teeth. But you know what? He's a nice looking man and his teeth is white. He's a nice looking man. If I had just seen him regularly, didn't know all what he was, he's a nice looking man. He really is. Wait, you say he is a weirdo in a prison suit. Yeah, he's a nice looking man. He really is. Chocolate, good skin, teeth white, dressed nice. When he ain't wearing them corny ass fake designer stuffs. You know what I'm saying? Nice looking man, right? But I don't know why he thought he could play with the feds like that. You can't play with them people. Listen here. I remember one time I went in front of, this is a funny story. I went in front of them, right? And I was so nervous. Was this my bond hearing? Because I think I had to sit overnight, right? But my sister people was connected with some people, right? And so I got out on my own. I kind of had to pay no money, right? But I'm trying to think. I remember when they called me up there, right? This is how goofy I am, y'all. I'm terrified. I respect the people, right? I probably said, Your Honor, Judge, Sir, President, Your Royal Highness, right? I said some dumb shit. Woo! I said some dumb shit when I addressed them. You know what I'm saying? Because shit, I appreciate, I respect you, Your Honor, Sir, ma'am. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was some spooky shit. That's why I don't even know. Like my little case was a little tink, right? I don't even know how these people is playing with the feds like that. Like that shit is frightening. It's frightening because, like I told y'all, they don't laugh. Ain't no smiles and kicking it. They ain't kicking it with you. They ain't like the police. There's no kicking it. They dead ass serious. I don't know if they teach that in training school or whatever, but they ain't no giggling and shit. Ain't no funny. Everything is dead ass serious. Everything, right? Then when you go to that courthouse where he at, the federal offices is back up in there, probation officers and parole officers, all this shit. Every door you go through locks behind you. Even though you about to leave, you about to just come. Like when you go, and he should know, when you go for your pre-sentence, which he's already had the pre-sentence and all that shit. Every time you go see them people, every door you go in, like from here to here, it's a door. It's, it's doors, period. It's doors, right? I guess that's security, whatever. Every door you go in, locked behind you, and you can hear it. You know what I'm saying? It's automatic. You know what I mean? Like, that's enough. Hey, what's happening here, right? That shit terrified me. You know what I'm saying? Every door you go in, locked. Everything is secure. That building, everything is secure, right? Why you playing with them people like that? I told y'all when I got home, my PO was coming to my house with a bulletproof vest on. I ain't like anybody about to do nothing to you. He wore his bulletproof vest I was on paper for 3 years. He wore that bulletproof vest for 3 years, come to my house once a month. Yeah. They ain't no playing. And then I had, at one time, when I first got out, I had to get on the box, which is the ankle monitor for all y'all good folks that don't know. And they come with another person, right? They come with another person, 2 of them. And, they put you on the thing and all that, right? Even when you go to get fitted for the box, them doors close. Everywhere you go, them doors close. And I got sick of them doors closing on me. And I didn't like that feeling of that, right? So I figured out, I could tell them, I don't know how I figured this out, but I was like, you can come to my house. I don't know if I knew that they could do that or I heard them say that. I don't know where I got that from. But after that first go round of every door clicking behind me, I said, y'all can come to my house. And they started coming. He came to my house. That's why he started coming with the bulletproof vest on. Because I was like, I don't want to go through that shit. That's too much on my mental. You still locked up. Like you hear clunk, clunk, and it's basically the same sound you hear probably if you're in prison. I didn't go to prison, but I'm just saying. That sound was enough triggering for me. I don't want to hear that for the next 3 years of my life. So they came to my house. And that's how we did that. No, he gets sentenced in June 17th. No fair, then I got it. Yeah, depends on where you go, yeah. Well, where I went was a camp. It was the same place Martha Stewart went in West Virginia, Alderson, right? And it was like dorm. It was cottages. It was like a dorm. Like if you was to just look at it, you would think it was a college. It looked like a college dorms, right? Like a college campus, I should say. You got your tennis court, you got your workout shit and all that, right? Ain't no fence, no bars, no guards. Ain't no guards. Matter of fact, they're not called guards. They ain't even called COs. They called something else, right? And they're not in your cottage all the time. You're pretty much on your own. I was in a camp, what they call camp fed or something, right? You pretty much on your own, and they come around and check and sit around for a minute, and they go on where they're going, right? And ain't nobody gonna leave, because if you leave, that's three added years. So off the top, ain't no talking about it. If you get in a fight, they immediately put you in the car and send you off. So ain't nobody doing all that stuff. It's a camp. It's nice. It's easy breezy. This is where everybody want to be. Now, when I left, one of my friends got into it. Someone that I knew him, got into it with somebody else. One of the gay girls, and just like they told us they would, because my friend wrote, I don't know, I guess my friend wrote me or something. They quickly, they break up the fight, and they don't say go to your room, or they immediately, the car come. When they come, they in the car, they put you right in the car and take you to the medium security prison. Ain't no talking about it. Ain't no we gonna discuss it. Like the feds don't play. I don't know why this nigga thought he could play with them. And I don't know why Tiffany thinks she could. Tiffany might not know better, but he knew better. You can't play with them people like that. They ain't toys. They not toys. His big wide mouth. Them people not toys, right? They not toys. You can't play with them people like that. And they showed him. They played with him and said, come back next week. And he thought he's going to get to July. Because they do give you time to get your affairs in order. I want to say they give you 90 days. I can't remember. They give you time to get your affairs in order, get you somebody to watch your kids, get your house, somebody to take care of your house. And, they give you time to get your affairs in order. Now, and they you make your own way there. See, he blew it all. Now let me tell y'all where he about to go. He going to the max where they got the processing through in Colorado, and he gonna be chained up like the chain gang with other motherfuckers. All the ankle shit, everybody gonna be chain ganged up. They're gonna get on that airplane. They're gonna get on that airplane, and everybody gonna be chained up. I didn't want that for myself, so I paid my own way to West Virginia. Paid my own way. Caught a bus, and then caught a cab the rest of the way. Now, if you don't have no money and you don't want to pay your own way, you go with them, but they're going to take you to the max first, which is in Colorado, chained up with other motherfuckers, right? And if you don't have no way out of there, like my sister came pick me up, if you don't have no way out of there, they're going to chain gang you to somewhere. I didn't want none of that shit. I ain't want none of that. That would have traumatized me. You know what I'm saying? So I took myself there and took myself back home. Martha Stewart went to prison. It was said that it was comfort where she was, and she was probably begging. Yeah, it is. She was there. I was there before her, but it is. It's like a college campus. I ain't glorifying it. I'm just saying what it is. It's a dorm. You got a key to your room. They got inside the cottage, because it's a women's facility. They got a beauty salon in every cottage. It's always 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 motherfuckers know how to do hair in your cottage. Now you can't go in nobody else's cottage, but it's somebody in your cottage that know how to do hair. Give them some zooms, wham, they're gonna do your hair too. We had our own laundry room with the washer and dryer. You had an ironing board, you iron, you had all the stuff you need, right? And you got a key to your room. You know what I'm saying? Maybe one day, I don't know if I've ever told y'all the story about my roommate. I had a couple of them. I'm gonna tell y'all that story. Maybe Thursday I'll tell that story, right? Because I'm gonna have to cuss and stuff about my roommates, right? But it's like a college campus. You know, you can sit around, and it's in West Virginia, and it's in the mountains, and the air is different. Because I had sinus problems before I went. But while I was in West Virginia, I had no sinus problems because it's in the mountains, and they say the air is clean and fresh and crisp, and they call it God's country, right? So it's cool. You just can't leave. Ain't no bars, ain't no gate, ain't nobody gonna stop you. Now when I got there, they had just stopped wearing their own clothes. You know, before I got there, people could wear their own clothes, right? And now when I got there, they had to wear the little khaki uniform and the Carhartt jacket, right, if it was needed. But and you know, you could buy your tennis shoes and all that shit, right? But it is comfy if you make it. It's cool. Now, you know, I met ladies that was, especially them DC girls. Most of them was DC girls where I was at. Baltimore, you know, that area, Virginia. A lot of ladies, I met a lot of ladies that was doing 10, 15, 20 years, had did. They hair long, they skin pretty, because you know, they ain't got no impurities, right? I was only there for 4 months, child. I did them little 4 months to get the fuck on up out of there, right? But it's women in there that done did time. They in the camp. They done did a lot of time. I remember one time this girl walked up to me. She was like, "It's getting short now." I'm thinking she about to go home when I go home, right? I was like, "When you going, girl?" She said, "Got 3 more years." I was like, "Okay." You know, like, that ain't no place. I vowed to myself, I ain't never going back, even though it was a camp, it wasn't prison, it wasn't bars, it wasn't all that shit. Still, I'm never, because for one, there's no men. Ain't no men in there. No men. You don't even see them. In West Virginia, it's white men, hillbillies. You don't even see black men at all. Yeah, you don't see no black men. I can't. That wasn't gonna work for me. And one of my friends got caught with a CO. They didn't call him CO. They called him something else. She got caught with a white hillbilly dude. We didn't ever seen her no more. She was going home a month after me, a month before me, and she had to stay in her room until time to go. We waved at her through the window. I wanted to ask her, "Girl, what the fuck? You was that pressed for some dick? Wanted to get it from him, Billy Bob?" But she only had the same amount of time I did, 3-4 months, something low, light. You couldn't wait that long. It is men guards, but they're white. They're hillbillies. We're in West Virginia, so it was hillbillies, right? You don't see no You don't see no blackness, except for the women that's coming in there. You don't see no blackness. Guards is all white men. Billy Bob, Jimmy Ray, Bobby Earl. You don't see no black men. You don't see none. So I don't know why he thought he could play with them people. Because I'm telling you, I took that was the most serious ass shit ever happened to me. I took that shit dead ass serious. Like, this ain't where I want to be. And you can't see no men. And I told y'all this before. I'm probably talk about it more in the thing, in my members. But it was always disheartening for the ladies whose kids was coming, on visiting day. When the kids come and everybody was sad, it would just be a black cloud over the whole place. Like I told my family, don't bring my kids. I see them when I get there. I wasn't gonna do but 120 days. I'm gonna see them when I get there. But it was always a funky mood after visiting day. And everybody's sad. The kids came, they crying, they depressed, they in the bed. Like, that shit for the birds, right? And it's always, I met families of people there. Like, in my cottage, it was me. It was my friend was my friend, her mama, and then her grandmama came. It was in Rico. Rico was rounding them up, right? Now I know grandmama wasn't selling no drugs. Grandma could hardly walk, right? And it took them a while to get grandma there because she had to have a room on the floor. She couldn't climb the steps, right? So grandma, she was like, my grandma coming. I'm thinking grandma coming to visit? Shit, they were coming to sit grandma ass down, okay? And down the road at the Means was her brothers and her uncles. Whole goddamn family was sitting up in there. It was another family, that boy from out of New York. They let his mama out if he snitched or something. I can't think his name. Not Alpo. What the other boy name? His sisters and mama was in there with me. His mama and his sisters. And mama was for real live gangster too. She looked like a little old lady, but I heard her talking one time. And I can't think of his name. I'm going to tell you his name when I think of it. He was with that Alpo stuff. I can't think his name right now. But his mama and all three of his sisters, was it 3 or 4 of them, was in there with me. The whole family. That shit was an eye opener. Like, whole families. Who watching the kids? Who got the kids? Right? Whole families is locked up together. You know what I'm saying? It was something, y'all. Even though it was a camp and you had free reign, you can go where you want to go on the campus, on the yard, or whatever they called it, right? You just couldn't go home. And they fed you good. Food was excellent. You had a whole country buffet somewhere. Food was good, right? And it's run by the women. The camp was run by the women. The electricians, the people cut the grass. If that was your trade, that's what you did, right? I ain't do shit but make people laugh. That's my trade. I sat down and make people laugh all day. But that ain't nowhere. Even that ain't nowhere, to go. You know what I'm saying? They put family in the same. Yeah, they and with the feds, they will. I think they will with the state, but you got to go through some paperwork. But with the feds, because the feds, there's not a lot of federal prisons. So everybody from the Eastern Seaboard, if you were minimum security, was at this camp. That's how I met all them girls from DC, Virginia. There's a lot of DC girls and Maryland. All of them was in there, right? New York. All that Eastern Seaboard, they go to this one. And, on the other side, they go to that one. You know what I'm saying? Because there's not many minimum facilities, right? There's not many minimum facilities. So you meet people, everybody on that, wherever you from, everybody there. You know what I'm saying? Right. And that's why I told y'all Diddy's real mama had in there. They say it was Diddy aunt. I swear to God, that lady did look just like that lady. I swear to God, she do. He looked just like this woman. They say that was his aunt. That was his mama. I don't care what nobody say. That was his mama. He looked just like her. The shape of the mouth, the skin tone, everything. Right. Like, to me, he don't look like his mother. This lady looked just like her. Maybe it's his grandmama. I don't know. But they say that was his auntie, because entourage would come. People to see in the visiting room. I never went because I didn't want nobody to come see me. But the visiting room is where you see who everybody is, right? Like Redman's sister was in there with me. She looked exactly like Redman. She was in there with me. Who else was in there? What's that one comedian? His sister was in there. Tom Arnold. Who was that guy that Roseanne was married to? Was his name Tom Arnold or something like that? His sister was in there. Who else was in there? I can't remember right now. But celebrities is in there. Where I was at, I think you used to could have them. You couldn't have them when I was there. I don't know because I wasn't there long enough to do all that shit. But I don't believe you could. They used to. Like when I lived in Atlanta, the federal prison is like right in the hood, and there's some cottages on the same land as the federal penitentiary, and people say that's where they had a conjugal visit. But I don't think they do that anymore. I don't think they do that anymore. Yeah. So, that ain't nowhere to be. But I'll go into details Thursday, y'all. But I got to go now. I don't went over my limit, child. Let me tell y'all this. I started watching that motherfucking shit, Handmaid's Tale. Now, tomorrow, I got to switch it up on my thing. I might have switched it up already. Tuesday is Political Tuesday. Wednesday, we talk about reality shows. Handmaid's Tale, I thought I was gonna be able to binge it. It's 5 seasons, but even if it was just 1 season, I can't binge it because it's heavy. It's heavy. It's interesting, but it's heavy. Like some of y'all said it was scary and creepy and all like that. It's heavy. It is. And the reason why it is because this could happen. Because when I went to it, I knew I'd only watched it a few minutes. When I went back to it, I had watched it for 6 minutes. Now, in my mind, I thought this was medieval times because they had on them stupid ass hats and shit, right? I thought that was like the Hunger Games or something. I was like, I don't want to see this, right? And then they was in a car. I'm like, wait a minute. What they doing, right? This can happen. And this is what will possibly happen if Trump get in office. We're going to talk about it tomorrow, though, because they're in the city of Chicago. The Handmaid's Tale is filmed not filmed, but they talk about Chicago, right? And Anchorage is the capital, and there's only 2 stars on the flag. So the 50 states is gone. Ain't nothing, and 48 states is gone, right? Like this is where they want us to be. And vote for Trump if you want to. Shit gonna be funky. But anyway, we'll talk about that tomorrow. Tom Arnold, that was his name. Yeah, his sister was there. Yeah. I watched it. I'm going to continue to watch The Handmaid's Tale. I'm just going to watch it in spurts. I can't, I'm going to watch, I might watch 2 episodes tonight. Maybe. I got to catch up on some political stuff so I can talk about it tomorrow. I'll do that in the morning. I might watch 2 episodes tonight. I don't want to watch it before I go to sleep. That's another thing. That's why I cut it off and start watching something else. I might watch some Tubi tonight. But I'm going to watch it, but probably just watch bits and pieces of it on the weekends when I'm not working that much. Because I don't want to go to sleep with that shit in my head. Because that shit is deep. Like, I'm on episode 3. They unalive sis because she was gay. She violated the sex act or something they were saying. I'm like, ooh. And they hang people every day. Everybody, somebody getting hung. Like, Jesus Christ. Right? Yeah. And then for the fact that somebody else will come and have sex with you whenever they want, and the wife can sit there and watch, like, what kind of that shit is all crazy. But so I realized that I cannot watch it. Like I can watch 5 or 6, 7 episodes or something, right? Can't do that with that. Can't do that with that. I'm gonna have to take my time with this one. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow's Political Tuesday. Y'all go vote. I'm not gonna vote. Go register to vote if you ain't registered. Matter of fact, I got to put that in my community page. Can y'all cash at me? $20, $30, $40, $10, $5. Cash at me. Now let's see where we at. Cause see, we're gonna have a celebration tomorrow. I'm gonna have that 10,000 tomorrow. And I saw that that at 10,000 something happened. They send you email and do some other shit. I don't know. Yeah. All right, Nick. All right, y'all. Good night. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Lisa Marie, Queen, India, everybody, Keisha, everybody in here. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. Night, night.